Hey everybody, it's Amy, and today I'm here with homeowner Mark and his beloved bird Calypso.
Calypso.
I love it. How long have you had Calypso?
Well, my wife got her when she was 6 months old, and she's 14 now, 15.
In people years?
Yeah.
Are there
years.
difference? Is there a difference between people and bird years?
Well, they're the same number of years, but they just get more of them. She's going to live until she's 80 to 100 years old. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
So
she's beautiful.
Someday she'll be somebody else's problem.
So your bird likes living on a floating home.
She does. She loves it here. We take her out for walks sometimes on the dock. We do what we call dock tails, where we pour a drink and then we just walk and visit our neighbors. And sometimes she'll come out with us when the weather's nice, and everybody loves seeing her.
Dock tails. I like that. So how long have you been in this floating home?
This one for coming on 4 years. And it's our first, it's sort of our first floating home. I grew up as a baby on a floating home in Sausalito. My father built them, and so we lived on a floating home, but then that
Very cool.
ended, and then it took me 60 years to get back here.
Very cool. So tell me just a few, because I know there's so many, but tell me a few of the things you like about being on a floating house.
Well, during COVID, I started working from home, and I was here all the time. And that's when I really started to notice the change of the seasons, which is amazing when you're on the water. We have blue herons, we have eagles. There's an eagle that lives in that tree right out there. Eagles, beavers that live in the dike. When the salmon run, we get sea lions out there. So there's all kinds of wildlife to see. And the change of the seasons is fascinating. We watch the water move up and down. You can see the mark we keep on the pole there. So we kind of ride with the river, and that's always nice. So the natural surrounding is a lot of it. Then there's a certain kind of person, I think, that lives in a marina, that lives in a floating home.
You gotta be a little bit weird.
A little bit weird and eclectic, and also you have to like people, because it's not like we're out on 50 acres or something. True. We're all fairly close together, and we see each other pretty much every day, and we just have amazing neighbors. The whole marina, everyone is wonderful. We're on B dock, which is B stands for best. It's the best dock.
Oh, it's the best dock.
It's the best dock, yeah.
Does C stand for the coolest dock?
No.
Sure.
No.
No, not really.
I'm sure they all have their thing.
But all of our neighbors here on B dock are great, and when on those occasions when anything goes wrong, say there's snow, we all come out and help each other and shovel and work together and make sure that people who have vacation rentals who aren't here, make sure their houses get shoveled before they sink, and we just look out for each other. And if we have fixed something in our house and somebody has that problem, we can give advice, and nice. There's just a lot of support and just really great people.
Community.
Yeah, a lot of community.
And everyone is somewhat like-minded, because you've got this whole living on the river and what it takes. So on the flip side of the coin, what are some of the cons of being on a floating home?
Well, I mentioned snow.
Yeah.
Snow is heavy, turns out, and it can completely sink a floating home. So if we get a big snowstorm, we got to all be out there shoveling, not just our homes, but the docks too, because the docks go down. We have a saying, we all float together.
Yeah.
And it's both literally and metaphorically true.
Sure.
And so we all float together in that we all take care of each other, and so we all thrive. But also, if the dock goes down, it's going to take us all with it. So we have to work together. So I'd say snow is one of the biggest problems. So some people would say not having any grass to mow or places
that's a
to
problem. Not having any grass to mow.
But for me, I gave up being owned by dirt when I moved here. I was perfectly happy.
Dirt. I love that phrase. Some people, Calypso, hey baby. Some people ask me when we're looking, and they want to know what the cons are. They're like, well, how do you get your groceries down here? Well, everybody has a little cart, and you pull your groceries down.
Yep.
I don't miss having a garage. It just means I don't have as much stuff. And I guess for me, maybe the only con would be dragging my groceries down when it's a really icky weather day.
Yeah, or getting your garbage out, although that can wait. But when you got groceries, you got to bring them down. But you get your steps in literally every day.
Oh, I know.
Every single day living here. If you leave the house at all.
And if I lived over here, I'm not terribly far from here at another marina, but if I lived over here, I'd be walking the dike every day. There's this gorgeous path that's literally like the dike walk. And
Yeah.
wow.
And everybody walks their dogs up there.
Yeah.
And the whole community, it's not just us, but the next marina up and the next marina down, and everybody who lives close likes to walk on the dike because there's all kinds of fun stuff to see.
Is there anything about your house in particular, besides this really cool light fixture that I love? Is there anything about your house in particular that you liked or that drew you to this house?
I think more so than any of the houses I've seen, it's light. This house is built for light. There's windows, the south-facing windows all through here, windows everywhere. And when we open up this turret blinds and let the light in, and it's a nice day, it's just alive. It's why we didn't want to bring in too much color, because we wanted to see the play of the light on the walls and the shadows and the difference in the color temperature from season to season and day to day. And so I think that's really the main thing. I mean, I love the layout of it. It's not a huge place. It's about the size of a really good sized 2-bedroom apartment. But the way it's stacked makes it gives it variety, and it makes it seem, it's got an interesting layout. And of course we have 28 by 28 square foot deck out there. That's
28 by
28 by 28. Not
28 by 28 square foot deck.
It's not square feet. It's not square feet. 28 by
28 by 28. Yeah.
28 by 28.
I know what you meant. They know what you meant.
And it's great for entertaining, and it's a beautiful view, and you can see the whole marina out that way.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I will work, because I work from home.
Yeah.
So I take my laptop out there on a nice day, and people say, "Hey, nice Zoom background," and I go, "No, I actually live here."
Yeah.
oh, wait, there's a seaplane taking off. You want to see?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Seaplane hangers down
Yeah.
there. And this is the straightest spot for them, so they take off
That's
and
where
land
they take
right
off
here.
and land. Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's just fascinating.
The one thing that I really like about this house, the way it's situated, is you have a boat well, but you also have the deck up above it. And most times when a house is a boat well, there's no deck space. You're sacrificing the deck space because it's all taken up by a giant garage. So people that buy boat well properties, boat well floating structures, kind of give up having an outdoor space. But here it's perfect because that 28 by 28 foot deck is above the boat well, so you have like the best of everything.
Yeah, and you had mentioned not having a garage and not having so much stuff. Well, we couldn't quite commit to that much of a downsizing, so we do have the boat well on
It's very honest.
around the sides. We have room for storage. I have room for my workshop. I can do projects out there, but I can also just lower my kayak down on the pulley and hop in it and be out on the water in 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The other thing I like is the open floor plan. I love the open floor plan. My last house was 100 years old. The kitchen was almost an afterthought in it. And so when I was in there cooking, I couldn't really enjoy everybody talking behind my back because they were on the other side of the wall. Now I can hear them judging me right here on the other side of the, of the counter.
Mark. He didn't come to Dockdale's last Tuesday.
Right. But we'll have family come and friends, and they sit at the counter there, and I like to cook, and I'm still part of everything, and it's because I love to do that. We love to socialize, and I love to cook. But if I'm stuck in the kitchen and everybody else is having fun, I kind of miss out.
Well, we're going to miss having you on the river, and somebody's going to be very lucky who gets to buy this house. So what we're going to do now is head on for the tour of the house and take it from there. But before we sign off, will Calypso say anything?
Not if we ask her to. Oh. Hello? Can you say hello? No. She oftentimes people will ask her if she talks. Ask us if she talks, and we'll say no, not really, and then she'll say hello. So only when we're not expecting.
She'll do it for Mama. No, she won't. We're getting that.
Never on demand.
Calypso, hello.
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 She's probably very entertained by us trying to make her say hello. She's like, look at these people. They're so weird. All right, enough of that. Let's go see the house. Thanks.
All right. Hey, Amy.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. Come on in.
Thank you for giving us the tour today.
Of course. course. Welcome to the house.
Thank you.
This is what we call below decks. This is the main floor, and it has lots of stuff on it. Really cool stuff. This is an area that I use for my office. When we first moved in, it was our library, and we had all bookshelves along this wall. But now I use it for my home office because I work from home. And that's all closet space behind there. And around the corner is a laundry room, but we can get to that in a second. You come around this way, the stairway that goes upstairs. We'll look at that soon too. We have a closet that takes up all the space below the staircase, which is really nice. So there's lots of storage space down there. One of the problems that a lot of people have with floating homes is not having enough storage space, but we don't have that problem here. Now, here on the main floor, we have the master bedroom. And
New carpet.
yep, brand new carpet here, so hope your feet aren't dirty. Got a closet in here as well in the bedroom. Brand new convection heater in here, so it's perfect for the room. And this is the master as opposed to the upstairs bedroom because it's en suite. So we have the master bathroom here.
And these French doors are really big. These nice French doors here.
Yeah, yeah. I think that might have once been the outside of the house, but
Probably.
so here's the master bathroom.
Very nice.
We've got a lot of work in here since we moved in.
Nicely tiled.
And then this door here leads straight through to the laundry room, which circles around to the main room again. So this is the laundry room.
Well, that's
and,
handy. It's a huge
that
laundry
leads to the
room.
boat well. We'll get out there in a second. But as you can see, it loops around here back to the main entry.
So for point of reference, I'll go back here. We got front door. Guests. Guests who stayed too long.
So this is a major feature of the house. Not all floating homes have a boat well, and ours
All the
does.
storage, man. All this
The
storage you
garage
have.
for boats.
Woo! We love that.
And in addition, it's great storage. All of our stuff is
Oh my
stored
God,
in here
look at
for
all
the
this
move.
storage.
But plenty of storage, extra refrigerator, and room for a workshop, which I have over here. And like any garage, garage door.
And a ladder for getting out.
The wonderful thing is in the summer, we can just drop the kayak or the paddle boards in the water, paddle out, and we're on the channel.
Nice.
That came.
And you got this little drop down ladder.
Yeah, drop down ladder because sometimes we tootle around in floaties out there and it's easier to get in and out.
The amount of storage is insane out here.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of storage.
Yeah.
And then
How
this
deep would
door-
you say this the boat well itself is?
the boat well, if you go all the way, this is a moving bridge and it can move
Okay.
completely out of the way or move
Very
anywhere
cool.
if you needed to. But you can put a 17-foot boat in here and still close the door.
Okay. Calling all fisher people. 17-foot boat.
Then we have a door here that leads out to the side of the house and
Sweet.
the deck because we have this Trex deck that wraps all the way around.
And this is new,
So
isn't
it's
it?
on, it's on 3 sides. So you can get to the water on either side of the house in addition to having
That's
the
so
trucks in
great for
front.
maintenance too.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at these beautiful beams. Very
And
nice.
everything's kind of
Just
cantilevered
nice and
to
solid.
support the deck up above.
Yes.
So that's the boat well.
Woohoo!
And here we are back in the main room.
How nice to have this big giant entryway.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
could do
it's
anything
a
in
great space. I play with some musicians and we rehearse down here sometimes, and so it's a great multi-purpose room.
Right on.
And
Look at all that
now,
light coming through those windows. Beautiful.
yeah, this house is all about light. It's one of the things that we love about it is when here in the turret we've got these wonderful windows and they let light in through the whole house. And one of the reasons why we kept it white is because it's just so beautiful when the light comes pouring in. and it just fills this whole main floor with light. And this is what we call the main floor, even though it's not the bottom floor. And this is where we have an open plan kitchen, living room, bathroom, and a stairway up to the 3rd floor bedroom. I love this layout because I can have people over and I can be cooking and people can visit and hang out and I don't miss anything. So I'm not stuck in the kitchen while everybody else is having fun.
What do you like to cook on your floating home?
What do I like to cook? Everything. This is very much a cook's kitchen, especially for a floating home. It's way more room than some floating homes have and more storage. So all my stuff is here. It's like some guys have their garage with their tools everywhere. This is my garage.
I love it. This is my garage. Hey, show me this cool thing you made.
Oh
I love
yeah.
this.
We got this old pulley from marine salvage, and I found some rope and wire and wired it up. And it's kind of a little accent piece over the table.
Again, with the sunshine, a nice bay window.
Mm-hmm. And just all this natural light that comes in.
Yeah, this is a really big kitchen for a floating house.
Yeah.
I've seen some
From what we've
pretty
seen,
small
definitely
kitchens. And clearly you can have pets.
Hi, Calypso. Hello? Hello? Nah, she's not gonna do it.
Not on cue. She's like, you're not the boss of me.
This is the 2nd bathroom, which we just redid.
Ooh,
A whole new
nice.
shower enclosure.
Wow,
And
look at that shower head.
just really
That's beautiful.
kind of spruced it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a bit dated.
Trade your spots.
So this is the larger of the 2 bedrooms, actually. And it's got a beautiful view and that arch window there. Also lets in a lot of light.
Well, we can't talk about the view without showing it. Let's
Right.
Wow, look at what a gorgeous sky right now. What a view to wake up to.
Exactly. And
It's huge.
this
It's very
bedroom
big.
has its own balcony that overlooks the deck below.
Sweet. So this is like a queen size bed in here.
Yep.
And there's tons of room. You got a little office here. Closet.
And this overlooks the deck below that we can look at in a second.
Woohoo. Tell me one of the things you like about living here.
In the marina or in the house itself?
Oh, either. Whatever you want.
Well, it's a great neighborhood full of amazing people. The kind of people that want to live on the river are a certain type. And we like to go out and walk on the docks with it. We get a drink and we have what we call docktails. And we just walk down the docks with our drinks and see our neighbors, admire their boats, and just sort of look around our neighborhood. It's really nice.
Nice ducktails. Look at this view, people. Ugh.
When you're on the water, you can watch the seasons change, and you're really more kind of in tune with what's going on in the natural world. We have birds and otters and beavers and all kinds of things, and so
yeah,
it's really
your
nice
heron has a name.
Yeah, we have heron. We have several blue heron.
You guys have named your heron over here.
Have we?
Not Harry. Crumb. Forgot his name.
Well, Janet just calls him Blue.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah,
Blue.
but it's never the same heron. She calls all of them Blue.
Look at this very cool staircase.
I feel like this staircase sort of adds to the kind of lighthouse feeling of this place.
Oh yeah.
Between the turret and then this staircase, it kind of feels like you're.
Yeah, and it's very sturdy too.
Yeah.
It's like not a problem
Yeah,
at all.
we've had 3 of us climbing that staircase at the same time and never had an issue.
And
with
it's light.
Because it's so wide open, it doesn't interfere with all the light that comes in, which is nice.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the light's a big deal.
Yes, it is. Speaking of the light, let's go.
So out here is perhaps the crown jewel of the whole place.
You think?
This entertaining
I like your
deck.
duck stuff too.
28 feet by 28 feet.
Okay.
And lots of space to entertain. And
French doors.
we can interact with our neighbors out there. We've got a bar. We've got the barbecue. We just re-engineered this gate here, this railing, because heavy stuff has to be brought in by barge and loaded up because it's not going to go around the spiral stairs, a couch or a refrigerator. So I've rigged this to open as a gate. It used to have to just dismantle the whole thing in order to get heavy furniture up here.
Yeah, I've done that.
Now it's a gate, so it makes it much easier.
Brilliant. This is massive. I'm going to stand back in this corner to give an overview of how big this deck is.
Get the sense of scale, but yeah, 28 by 28 feet. And so we've had parties here, many parties and family gatherings, and come out here to watch the seaplanes take off and land right there because it's the straight stretch.
And is this where you work from home?
Yeah, often when the weather's good, I'll work from home here and set up my computer right there on the table, and people will see me in a Zoom call and see all of this in the background and say, "Oh wow, it's a cool Zoom background." I was like, "No, that's actually where I live. This is really my house." I'm like, "You want to see a seaplane?" And show them the seaplane.
Yeah, cue the seaplane. Oh.
Sometimes I was hoping that Bob would sail by, but some of our neighbors keep their sailboats down that way, and so when they're heading out, they'll sail by and go, "Hey Bob, hey, how's it going?"
This view is spectacular. So this is Sauvie Island.
Yep. And from here, on a good day, we can see Mount St. Helens and Mount Adams off that way. From other parts of the marina, you can see Mount Hood on a good day. From here, you can't see all three mountains at the same time. But
now, one thing that's particularly special about this house is that most houses, when they have a boat garage, there's no deck at all because you're sacrificing having deck for having a big garage. So this build out over the top of that boat well is genius.
yeah, it really just opened it up, and it was one of the main reasons we love this place. I mean, between the boat well and the utility of that, and then this deck being on top of it, it was just a no-brainer. We found this house first when we started looking, and we looked at a bunch of others, and they never compared to this one. Every time it was like, well, the other house has this though. The other house has this, and I like this about the other house, and so
The other house became the house.
Yeah, the other house became the house. We didn't think we were going to be able to get it at first, and so we spent some other time looking at other houses, and they were just disappointing compared to this. And then when this one became available again, we said, we just have to get the other house.
Yeah.
We have to get that house.
Hey, just because people are going to be curious, are you going to miss this?
I am. I'm going to
gonna be
miss the
hard.
neighborhood. I'm going to miss the change of the seasons. I'm going to miss the subtle feel of the water moving beneath us and the boat well and all of that. We have family obligations, and it's just time for us to start a new chapter. But yes, I'm definitely going to miss it.
Well, we'll find another river rat, but nobody can replace you, Mark. We're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss everybody.